Well, hello, beloved friends. It is such a privilege to be with you on this sacred Saturday. It's a time where we recognize in the Christian Easter story that Jesus was entombed, and we in our world story of today are in this moment of cocooning and being in an inner experience of awareness, of bringing awareness into life, into the experience of our being. And so glad y'all are joining me. Hi, Julie. Hi, Ada and Nancy. And so grateful to have you all here with me on this sacred time. Hi, Anne-Marie. Welcome. And we are so grateful to be turning into that place where yesterday we talked about at-one-ment, of where this is a time of at-one-ment. And in this day of time or outside of time, where we're operating in what was the rejuvenation chamber, the tomb as it's known, where is that renewal place, that place we are rejuvenating ourselves? What is it that we are letting go of and opening ourselves to be at one with ourselves, to be in a unified experience within ourselves? You know, in this tradition, we understand that often there are those that see Jesus as something that happened out here, the whole Jesus story. And though that may be true, there's also the story that is a representation of what happens inside our consciousness. What is it in us that requires forgiveness? Any thoughts within our consciousness or belief systems or places we've held on to, resentments or anger, or we're still lodging fear in our very body temple. And when it's meant to be aligned and unified into the oneness experience, one of the things I'd like to invite you to question for yourself is, when have I experienced that at-one-ment? That remembrance of myself in my wholeness? And have I ever given myself full permission to experience at a very conscious level every aspect of myself that I may have previously rejected, to unify the field of love, the infinite love, the divine love that is our true nature? That which is the unifying energy, that which is the rejuvenating and renewal energy, that which will transform us by bringing forth the coalescence of those energies, requires us to notice, where have I rejected some aspect? Where have I been in judgment? First of all, of myself or of another. You know, in the story of Easter that we're going into for tomorrow, in this time of the tomb is a time of great reflection. But it's also a time not just of reflection, but of truly bringing awareness. You know, we have been given the opportunity in our lives right now to bring awareness to what we are bombarded with, to stop what we have chosen, what has automatically been happening in our journeys, and to choose consciously, what will I take forward? What will I allow in my consciousness? See, one of the things that Jesus demonstrated in bringing forth Christ awareness, and that we get to express in our own divine being, whether you call it your light consciousness, your awareness, your love quotient, whether you call it God awareness, whatever name you give to this divine expression that is moving you to claim and know yourself fully. It is really an incredible opportunity that we're in right now to stop and say those things we've filled our lives with, that we felt were so important. Are they truly the values or the things that we value most at this time? And as we bring awareness to what is our true heart of heart? What is our soul desire? What is at such a deep, profound level within us that it is rising up to be noticed and expressed? This is a time when, as we unify and release those places where maybe we've spent a lifetime holding old energy, holding places that we've thought ourselves unworthy. Maybe this is a time of releasing those to where we begin to really align with the light of truth, that we are a divine and infinite presence for God. We are the presence of that divine essence. See, what Jesus did in that tomb was truly take the time to focus inward, to shut out all the noise of the world, and to really begin to then focus. Now, he'd been practicing this for a very, very long time. And maybe for us, we have too. Where have we already released many layers of doubt or fear or anger or resentment or judgment, different ways that we perceive the world and think it should be different, or perceive ourselves and think we should be different? What if we're exactly, divinely where and what we are supposed to be? Our only challenge is recognizing that we are Christ consciousness. That everything else that I've defined myself is the place where I put a filter between myself and the world. And what if I unfilter myself? If I unbridle, unleash, and allow the truth of my being to shine forth, truly allowing myself to be all that I am here to be? Most of us have withheld aspects of ourselves. We've not really allowed all of our creative juices to flow, to allow the truth to enliven us, which means every cell of our body, every aspect of our being. See, the embodiment of Christ is not that we take on the Christ. The Christ embodies us, but we clear the way. And this is a time of great clearing and release of the places where we have kept ourselves at bay from the truth of our divine essence, of our loving consciousness, of being the best version of ourselves. Now, I know some of you that are watching this are those who have been working with this and done this and are living into that. And yet I think all of us have places where we still are working to unify those aspects, to allow ourselves the full potential of who and what we truly are. If we truly felt free to allow our creative spirit to flow, to give forth to the world unencumbered by those doubts, those fears, those places we've held back, by just allowing, then all of a sudden the creative ideas are the things that would not only heal our body temples, bring us into alignment with the truth of our wholeness, because we are already whole. We are life energy. And if we were to allow that creative flow, which is what is actually happening right now as a lot of the other things get out of the way, then all of a sudden we would heal not just ourselves but our world. We would find creative ways to support and nurture that every child is taken care of in this world, that every person feels loved and connected and recognizes there are ways that they're here for a purpose and that they have a divine life to express. And those places where we're feeling the great loss right now, the fears and the great grief and the loss, I'm noticing it's an interesting time that not only is there a loss of those that are related to COVID, and there are their questions about how much is being reported. I'm not going to get into any of those things. But I do notice that also people are going for many other reasons. This is a portal. This time of energy and transformation on our planet is a portal for our world. And there are those that are finding that it is their time to live their purpose in other realms. And we feel the great loss and grief, and yet we must celebrate that they are walking into the room of their divine self, of knowing the truth and living out from the other side a way of serving and unifying. What is it we're doing? Because any place where we start getting stuck in the energies of the past or what it should be or why isn't it, expectations, all of those places keep us vibrating low at a frequency that will not allow the true light of life, the light of the Christ awareness, the light of the divine oneness that we are, to be revealed in our being. So what is it to reveal for yourself and for one another? You know, really the only one we can please in this world is ourselves, is the only one that we are responsible for, is the way we show up in ourselves. And at this time, as we're reflecting deeply and we're releasing and preparing to rise into the new consciousness, into the new awareness of who am I really, what is important to me really, that it is such a powerful time to engage those energies and begin to notice and let bubble up those memories, those experiences, those places where we're so hard on ourselves. Have you noticed? I don't know, but I notice. And I also notice how we take life so seriously. And we take death so seriously. And I don't mean to make light of it. At the same time, it is denying our true essence of being eternal beings. Jesus again and again brought forth affirmative statements to invite people to go beyond the appearance of the world, to know that we are called to have a lighter way of being, to be the light, to express truth statements. Oh, they were considered, arrogant in our time. It would be considered to say, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the light of the world. And yet, what if we are meant to claim and know that? See, every tradition of faith, I see Steve Albert on here, who's a wonderful interfaith minister, and so many of you, hi John and Lisa and Missy, and I want to just say hello everybody. Anyway, I love you all. And in this process, as we claim these higher truths, it's not arrogance, it is truth. To say, I am the light of the world. See, no one else can claim the I am spirit. And as you're reflecting on what is it that you have diminished within yourself, what is it where you have not really set yourself free? This is a time of the portal that we said is opening for freedom, but it's also the portal for inner freedom within ourselves. What inner freedom do I give to do I allow myself to dance in my tomb? If that's the way that rejuvenates me, or in my cocoon that I'm in, this is the womb of creation. In the dark is where the creative energy and juices of life flow and begin to allow us to expand who we are into that total light body embodying our physical form. That's the demonstration. Who are you willing to be? How daring are you to claim truth above and beyond the illusion? Are you willing to now begin to say, yes, I'm willing to be the light of the world? And notice, where do I resist that? If you're not ready to say, I am the light of the world, I am one with all of creation, I am a creative expression, that where is the resistance come up within you? Notice, begin to clear those energy fields within you, whether it's your chakras that you understand. We are opening up the energies, the kundalini flow of energy. So for Jesus to have fully cleared, he had to open himself up completely to let go of the identification as the physical. And we are being called to identify with our true spirit, with our true light, with our true Christ nature. The nature of something, and maybe the name of something, calls forth the nature of it. I am a living Christ. It's not the living Christ, because there's many living Christs here. Each one of you are a living Christ. I am a living Christ. And as I claim and know and begin to allow that Christ consciousness to embody, every vibration in me begins to raise its frequency of love, its willingness to be present here and now, and let go of the places where I have condemned myself or others, where I've held us all in this tomb. It is time for us to roll the stone away. The stone that would keep us in bondage, and set ourselves and one another free, to be whole, to be divine, to be perfect, to love each other exactly as we are, right where we are. Let that love begin by loving yourself so completely. Reflect on any place that you still have those areas of unforgiveness, of doubt and fear, and love it a little bit more. Invite it into the party where the Christ essence is releasing all of those energies. It's like an Alka-Seltzer for the soul. It's bubbling up and freeing the energies. Let the alchemical experience of this tomb, womb, cocoon experience begin to free you to celebrate the truth of who you are each and every moment. It is my pleasure to celebrate you, to honor you. Thank you for being with me, Owen and Terry and Maureen and Nyla and Janice and Charlotte and all those that I've mentioned before, and more that have come on and those that will come on. We are so blessed. Hi, Uncle Ted and Julie and Mary Lou and Michael. I just want to say how much I honor and appreciate, and I behold the true essence that you are, the living Christ presence that you are. May you truly experience the rising through as you release and allow yourself to be the living Christ, a living Christ. I am grateful for your presence in my world, in our world. Let us rise together and bring forth that which we truly value into existence in our world every day. God bless you, friends, and look forward to being back with you Monday, though I want to invite you to our Facebook live stream for our Sunday celebration service, which is 10:30 a.m. Central Time on our Unity Bay Area Houston page, or you can find us on YouTube at Reverend Kyra Bear. No matter where you are, may this Easter truly be a profound, transformative experience. God bless you, friends.